You've spent years taking care of everyone else, and somehow your hair became the last thing anyone talked about honestly with you. Nobody told you the truth. Until now. Imagine 7 haircuts that don't just refresh your look. They reset how the world sees you. How old you read. How powerful you feel when you walk into a room. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work instantly. Today we're perfecting rejuvenating haircuts, and by part 4, you'll want to pause and look in the mirror. I mean it. We are covering 7 cuts that stylists recommend to women over 60 who want to look richer, more refined, and genuinely younger. In part 3, we cover the one cut most women over 60 overlook completely, and it is the most flattering of all. And the very first cut? It works on almost every face shape. Let's go. Part 1, the textured pixie cut. Have you ever looked at a photo from 5 years ago and thought, my hair actually looked better then? That moment of recognition is real, and you are not imagining it. The shape of your cut is doing more work than you know. Here is the truth most women never hear. As your face naturally loses volume with age, a heavy or shapeless haircut pulls everything downward. It does not frame your face, it drags it. And the result is that you read older than you actually are. Not because of your age, because of your cut. The textured pixie is the first cut that fights back. This is not the severe cropped pixie of decades past. This is a modern lived-in version with softness at the crown, wispy movement at the temples, and intentional texture throughout. It lifts the eye upward. It exposes your jawline, your cheekbones, your natural bone structure, and those are things worth showing. This one is everything. Honestly, the textured pixie is the cut I wish someone had pointed me toward 10 years earlier. The women who wear it well do not look like they cut their hair short because they gave up. They look like they made a decision. That difference is everything. Your bone structure carries this cut beautifully, and the maintenance is far simpler than most long styles require. A light styling cream, a little finger diffusing, and you are done in minutes. If you are still growing out a shape that stopped serving you years ago, swap that for a textured pixie consultation at your next appointment. The difference is immediate. Your face reads lifted, defined, and genuinely younger. There is one cut coming up in part 3 that most women walk right past in the salon lookbook, and it is quietly the most elegant option on this entire list. Part 2, the jaw-length blunt bob. Something is off. You know it. You have been refreshing the same style for years, trimming, adjusting, trying different products, and still, the mirror is not giving you what you want. The problem is not the product. It is the shape. Here is the insight that changes everything. Long hair without the right structure does not add femininity after 60. It adds weight. Specifically, it pulls visual weight downward along your face and neck, which is the opposite of what mature skin needs. Length alone is never the answer. Shape is everything. The jaw-length blunt bob is one of the most powerful tools in a mature woman's style arsenal. It falls right at the jaw, not below, not above, and that placement is not an accident. The jawline is one of the strongest structural features on a woman's face. Framing it directly draws the eye there, away from the neck, and creates an instant lift effect without a single procedure. The bluntness of the cut adds modernity. It reads intentional. It reads expensive. This is the one that made a close friend of mine stop mid-conversation and ask what was different. She had cut nothing dramatic, just restructured the length to land at the jaw instead of below it. The response was immediate. If you are still wearing your hair past the collarbone with no defined shape, swap that for a blunt jaw-length line. The lift you will see is immediate and striking. Keep the ends freshly trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks. A blunt bob loses its power the moment the ends go uneven or soft. That crispness is what makes it read polished and rich. What is coming in part 3 will surprise you, because most women assume this next cut belongs to someone younger. They are completely wrong. Part 3, the layered French bob. Bold truth. The most elegant haircut on this entire list is the one most women over 60 scroll right past without stopping. Not because it does not suit them, because they were never told it was made for them. The layered French bob sits between the chin and the cheekbone. It is shorter than a traditional bob and longer than a pixie. And that in-between zone is exactly where the magic happens. The layers inside this cut create movement and lightness. They lift the hair away from the face rather than weighing it down. And that upward movement mimics what youth does naturally. Here is the surprising truth. This cut actually works better on mature faces than on younger ones. The reason is that mature bone structure, your cheekbones, your jawline, the natural refinement that comes with age, gives this cut something to work with. It frames your face the way a portrait frame draws your eye to the art inside. Yes, that's simple. There is one technique your colorist can add to a French bob that changes how your entire face reads in person and on camera. And it takes them exactly 4 minutes to do. A few soft face framing highlights placed within the front layers catch light near your eyes and cheekbones. And the result is luminosity that comes from structure, not from product. If you are currently wearing a single length cut with no internal movement, swap that for a layered French bob at your next appointment. The difference in how your face reads is immediate. Keep the layers refreshed every 8 weeks. When the shape grows out of this cut, it loses the lift. That refresh appointment is not optional. It is what keeps you looking current, intentional, and radiant. Part 4 is next, and it covers the one cut that polished women wear to look quietly expensive without anyone knowing exactly why. Part 4, the soft shag cut. You have seen this on someone and thought, she looks incredible. What is different about her? The answer probably was not her outfit. It was not her makeup. It was the movement in her hair. Movement is the secret most women over 60 are not using. Here is what ages a mature woman faster than almost anything else in her hair: rigidity. A cut that sits still, lies flat, and moves as one heavy piece tells the eye that the hair is dense and weighed down. And the face below it reads heavier too. Movement is visual lightness. And visual lightness reads younger. Every time. The soft shag brings that movement back. This is not the 70s shag with heavy curtain bangs and harsh angles. This is its modern refined version. Layers that begin at the crown and cascade outward, creating dimension and gentle separation throughout. The ends are softly razored so they feather naturally. The overall silhouette is full of air, intention, and quiet drama. This one is the cut that polished women wear when they want to look casually expensive. Honestly, I have watched women walk out of the salon with a soft shag and look 10 years younger before they even change their outfit. The cut does that much work on its own. Your natural elegance was always there. This cut just lets it breathe. If you are still wearing a blunt or one-length style with no internal layering, swap that for a soft shag consultation. The movement alone will transform how your face reads in every light. Ask your stylist to use a razor on the ends rather than scissors. That one tool change is what creates the feathered softness that makes this cut look effortless rather than structured. Part 5 is coming, and it covers the cut that frames the face so precisely, your eyes will look wider and your cheekbones higher without a single product change. Part 5, the face framing lob. Most women over 60 are making one very specific mistake with length, and it is invisible until you know what to look for. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. And once you fix it, you will not believe how long you went without knowing. Here is the insight. When hair length sits at the collarbone or below without any shaping near the face, the eye travels downward and outward, away from your features. The result is that your face appears smaller and the surrounding space appears larger. That imbalance is what reads as age. Your features are beautiful. Your cut just needs to point toward them. The face framing lob solves this completely. The lob itself sits just below the collarbone, long enough to feel feminine and versatile, short enough to avoid the drag effect. But what makes it rejuvenating is not the length. It is the face framing layers built into the front. Those layers angle inward, toward your cheekbones and your eyes, and they redirect all visual attention straight to the best part of your face. Those beautiful eyes of yours deserve to be the first thing people notice. This is the one that made a woman I know cry in the best possible way when she saw her reflection. Same face she had always had, just finally framed correctly. If you are currently wearing a lob or long bob with no face framing whatsoever, swap that shapeless length for a properly structured face framing version. The shift is immediate and genuinely emotional. Ask your stylist to cut the face framing pieces slightly shorter than the rest of the hair. That angle is what creates the inward pull toward your features. Keep those front pieces trimmed consistently to maintain the frame effect. Part 6 is next, and it covers the cut that feels the most effortless to maintain, but reads the most intentionally chic of anything on this list. Part 6, the asymmetrical bob. Here is a bold truth no one says out loud in the salon. Symmetry is not always your friend. When everything is perfectly even, the eye has nothing to follow, nothing to discover, and nothing to remember. The most striking women over 60 understand this, even when they could not explain exactly why. Symmetry in a haircut can actually flatten the face visually. When both sides are identical, the eye processes the look quickly and moves on. An asymmetrical cut introduces a deliberate tension. One side slightly longer, one side slightly shorter, and that tension keeps the eye moving. It creates the impression of a face with more angles, more definition, and more youthful sharpness. The asymmetrical bob is not edgy, not avant-garde, not for someone with a certain personality. It is simply a cut with a point of difference. And that difference is what makes women stop and ask, what is different about you today? This one is everything. Honestly, the asymmetrical bob is the cut I point every woman toward when she says she wants something that feels current but not costume. It is sophisticated. It is specific. And it requires almost no effort to style because the structure does all the work for you. Your natural elegance carries an asymmetrical cut better than almost any other style, because your bone structure gives it something to play against. If you are currently in a perfectly even cut that has stopped exciting you, swap that even line for an asymmetrical 1-inch variation. The visual interest it creates is immediate and lasting. Have your stylist point cut the longer side to keep it from looking heavy as it grows. That small detail is what keeps the asymmetry reading modern rather than grown out. Part 7 is our final cut, and it is the one most women assume they cannot wear after 60. They are wrong. And the results are breathtaking. Part 7, the long layered cut with curtain fringe. You assumed this was not for you anymore. Someone, maybe even your own stylist, suggested going shorter years ago and you listened. But here is what they never told you. Long hair after 60 is not the problem. Long hair without the right technique is the problem. There is a significant difference. Here is the insight that changes everything about long hair after 60. The mistake is not the length, it is the absence of internal structure. A long cut with no layer sits flat, heavy, and drags the face downward. But a long layered cut with a soft curtain fringe does the opposite. It creates movement, frames the upper face, and brings visual energy right back to your eyes, which is exactly where attention belongs. Curtain fringe is the specific element that transforms this cut from ordinary to extraordinary. It parts softly in the center, sweeps gently to each side, and frames your forehead without ever feeling heavy or blunt. It also does something remarkable to the eye area. It creates a natural focus point that reads younger and more open. Those beautiful eyes of yours have always been your signature. This cut makes sure they are seen. Honestly, the long layered cut with curtain fringe is the one that surprises women the most, because they expected to feel older in it, and instead they feel seen. Really seen. For the first time in years. If you are still wearing long hair in a single heavy layer with no fringe, swap that for a structured layered version with soft curtain fringe. The opening of the face you will see is immediate and genuinely moving. Curtain fringe grows quickly. Trim it every 5 to 6 weeks to keep the sweep light and intentional. The moment it starts sitting flat on the forehead, the lifting effect disappears with it. You have just seen all 7 cuts that can genuinely transform how old you read, how rich you look, and how powerfully you walk into any room from this day forward. You just learned 7 rejuvenating haircuts that most women spend years, sometimes decades, figuring out by trial and error alone. You now have the insight, the vocabulary, and the direction to walk into your next salon appointment and ask for exactly what you need. Boom! Your bone structure was always this stunning. Now it finally has a cut worthy of it. Tell me in the comments, which of these 7 cuts are you most excited to try? And be honest, were you already wearing one of them without knowing it was working in your favor? Next time, we are uncovering the one accessory mistake that adds years to even the most polished outfit, and almost every woman over 60 is making it right now. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I will see you in the next one.